The Secret Millionaire by Joe Johnson. Intro. Hey friend, can I ask you something? Have you ever had everything, yet still felt empty inside? Like there's a space in your heart that no success, no money, no applause can ever fill. This is a story about that space. About a man who had it all and still felt lost. And what he did to find himself again. This isn't just a book. It's a journey. A journey of letting go, of waking up, of remembering what truly matters. The Secret Millionaire by Joe Johnson isn't about becoming rich. It's about becoming real. It's about discovering a deeper wealth. One that lives in your soul, not your savings. So come with me. Let's walk beside Daniel. Let's feel what he feels. Let's learn what he learns. One chapter at a time. One heartbeat at a time. And maybe, just maybe, you'll find a piece of yourself in this story too. Ready? Let's begin. Chapter 1, The Empty Victory. Daniel had it all. A fancy house, a high-paying job, a sleek car. But inside, he felt hollow. He smiled for the world, but cried in silence. Success had come, but joy never arrived. He looked at his reflection, and didn't recognize the man in the mirror. He whispered, "There must be more than this." That whisper became a call to something deeper. And Daniel decided to listen. Chapter 2, Walking Away. One cold evening, he packed a small bag, left behind everything. The mansion, the meetings, the money. He didn't say goodbye. He just disappeared, not to escape, but to rediscover. He didn't know where he was going, but he knew what he was leaving behind. Noise, pressure, pretending. He wanted truth, realness, peace. And so, his journey began. Chapter 3, Among the Forgotten. He went where no one knew his name. He entered shelters, walked through broken neighborhoods. People there had no homes, no savings, no status. But they had stories. They had pain. They had strength. Daniel listened, really listened. And for the first time in years, he felt something. Not pity, but connection. He realized they weren't less. They were just unseen. Chapter 4, The Healing Begins. Daniel started small, buying a meal, offering his jacket, fixing a broken door. Nobody knew he was rich. Nobody asked. They just saw his eyes, his warmth, his sincerity. He helped a boy with homework, cleaned a park, sat silently beside an old man in pain. No agenda, no pride, just presence. And strangely, he was the one being healed. Chapter 5, The Man in the Mirror. Weeks passed. Daniel looked in the mirror again. This time, he smiled, not a fake one, a soft, peaceful smile. He wasn't richer, but he was lighter. He wasn't famous, but he was loved. He had remembered who he truly was. A giver, a listener, a quiet light in the dark. Chapter 6, Returning with Purpose. He came back home, but not as the same man. This Daniel was wiser, kinder, stronger. He didn't crave applause anymore. He wanted impact. He used his money now to build schools, to shelter the homeless, to mentor the lost. He stayed behind the scenes. No spotlight, no awards, just work, just love, just service. Chapter 7, A Ripple of Change. One by one, others followed, not because Daniel told them to, but because his life spoke louder than words. Employees volunteered, neighbors donated, friends reconnected. They saw what Daniel saw. That joy isn't found in things. It's found in giving, in connecting, in simply being there. Chapter 8, The True Meaning of Wealth. Daniel now understood. Wealth is not money. It's time, compassion, purpose. The richest heart is the one that gives freely. He wasn't chasing legacy, but he was leaving one. In every hug, every meal, every seed of hope. He was a secret millionaire, not because he hid his wealth, but because he finally understood what it was for. Chapter 9, Full Circle. Years passed. Daniel aged, but his heart stayed young. He sat by a small garden he helped build. Children played nearby. Laughter echoed. He closed his eyes and whispered, This is the life I always wanted." He had no regrets, no emptiness, no unfinished dreams. He had given, he had loved, he had lived. Chapter 10, The Secret Becomes Yours. The book ends, but your journey begins. Because you are the next Daniel. You have gifts, you have love, you have time. You don't need millions to matter. You just need to show up, to listen, to serve. The world is waiting, quietly, hopefully. Will you answer? You don't need to be famous. Just faithful. You don't need riches. Just a kind heart. Be someone's miracle. Be someone's Daniel. That's the real secret. And now, it's yours too. Outro. So, that was Daniel's journey. A man who lost himself in the noise. And found himself in silence. A man who had everything. But felt nothing. Until he gave everything. And felt everything. This wasn't a story about millions. It was a story about meaning. And maybe, that's what we're all really searching for. Not more things, but more moments. Not more attention, but more connection. Not a bigger life, but a deeper one. Daniel showed us something simple, yet so powerful. That love is the real luxury. That time is the real treasure. And that when we give, we never lose. We only grow. You don't need to disappear to rediscover yourself. You just need to pause. You don't need to be rich to change lives. You just need to care. And maybe, today is the day, to begin, to give, to live, not someday, not when it's perfect, but now, because someone, somewhere, is waiting for your kindness. You have more power than you think, more light than you see. Be the quiet miracle, be the secret gift, be the heart that heals. You don't have to be known to make a difference. Just be real, just be kind, just be you. And that, my friend, is the truest kind of wealth. Thank you for listening. Thank you for feeling. And thank you for being here.